Is this the legit golden title?
What up, Eagles? EAGLES. This Big Snoop Dogg. I'm gonna need y'all to take care of my belt, man. My WWE belt. Take care of it. I know it's in good hands. Give it that old brotherly shove. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go, Eagles.
Oh my God, it's got some weight to it. WrestleMania is gonna be freaking killer. The link's gonna be going nuts.
Yep.
This is gonna be awesome. April 6th and 7th. Put it on the calendar, baby. Ha-ha! World champion, look out! This thing feels electric, walking around with it. What do you think, BG?
Official, John?
Official. WrestleMania in Philadelphia.
The real one.
This is crazy.
That's awesome. I love
Wanna
it.
hold it? Yeah, what is it?
The detail. Hey, this is like legitimately heavy.
Oh, I could Brock
like
Lesnar this thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Isn't it nice flame along?
Oh yeah. All right. See you later.
This is legit right here.
I'm gonna show
WrestleMania, April 6th and 7th in Philly.
Thanks for the title, Snoop.
We'll see you at WrestleMania.
Dude, we got to get this to some other Phillies teams. I know the Eagles are not the only team that are going to appreciate this.
It's going to make the rounds.
Perfect.
WrestleMania, April 6th and 7th in Philadelphia. See you there.
Feeling going into another Philly matchup?
Obviously we know it's going to be a tough environment against a really good team. We're not getting caught up in the losing streak that they're in. They're still Philly. They're still last year champions. Still great players all around. So we know it's going to be a tough matchup, and we got to play our best ball if we want to come out there with a win.
What do you expect from that environment that you talk about, tough environment, Philadelphia, Christmas?
Kind of every single time we go there, it's Philly. It's going to be a tough environment. It's going to be loud. They're going to say a lot of things, especially with the team. I guess, they're not playing their best ball they were like, so they're going to be coming in fired up. So the team going to come fired up, the coach going to be fired up, fans going to be fired up. It's Christmas Day. One of only 2 or 3 games, I think, on TV that day. So it's going to be a fun environment. And as a player, as a competitor, those environments you want to be a part of, and those games we'll be a part of. And like I said, they're a tough team, and we're going to play our best ball to come out with a win.
Without obviously giving any game plan stuff up or whatever, when you look at tape, what do you see of them the last 3 weeks or so? Because they seem to have lost their way a little bit as well as they played.
We're not getting caught up in that they have lost the last 3 or however many games. That's still Fletcher Cox over there. That's still Jalen Carter over there. They got studs all around, especially on the defensive side. Fortunately enough, I don't play both sides, so I don't have to go against the offense. But on that side, they have a lot of playmakers too. So no matter what happened in the last 3 games, they're still a great team. They're one of the best teams in the NFL. We know the environment is going to be, it's going to be a tough game. And I said, if we want to come out with a win, we got to play our best ball.
I knew you just want to win. I knew you guys just want to win a game, period. But the fact that you guys haven't beaten them much around since you've been around here, how much would you relish altering their path?
It's been like 10 years. That's the truth. We can't beat. We haven't been beating Philly. I don't think that sits well in anybody's stomach. I don't think it sits well. You've been here for a long time, especially guys who've been here the longest. Shep, myself. We hate saying that. We hate answering the questions and how would it feel to win in Philly or not be in Philly. We're sick and tired of it. And the only way we're going to change that by going out there and winning the game. So for some reason, that's been a team. And Dallas, those have been the 2 teams we struggled to beat over the last couple of years, the last decade, to be honest. And if we want to get to where we want to be, those are teams we got to start beating. And that's just the facts.
I remember years ago you marveling that you were running down the sideline and you look next to you and it's Fletcher. Mm-hmm. I mean, is he just amazing to still be doing everything?
He's impressive. I don't want to downplay any of the other guys because from left to right, it's pretty impressive. The team that they were able to build, and the front 7 that they were have, and even the back end. Obviously, I know Slay is out, but yeah, Fletcher. I don't get it. I don't know how he's still this dominant. But like I said, as a competitor, it's fun. It's fun going out there and line up and you see 91, you see BG, you know, he's going to be over there chapping from start to finish. These are fun games. Obviously, it hasn't been that fun because we've been losing a lot, but as a competitor, those are the games you want to be a part of.
Players have always said driving into Phillies and experiencing the bus. What do you expect on Christmas Day from those fans?
I don't think it's going to really be too much that different. It's Philly. Playing them in the divisional playoffs and playing them the last game of the season, you know, when our stars weren't playing, it was still a hectic environment. So, you know, that's just how it is. It's a great environment as a competitor to go into. And it's an environment that you will love to show out and play well, especially on a national stage against a divisional rival. And the team, you know, last decade we've had some trouble with. So hopefully we can turn things around.
Just as a fan of the game and a player, what do you think of the tush push? Do you like that play? Do you think it should be in the game? Do you think they should change the rule?
I don't see why it shouldn't be. In my opinion, they just happen to be really good at it. Not every team is really good at the tush push. That's the truth. They're really good at it. So just because they're really good at it, and one team is better than another team shouldn't be a reason why we should get rid of it. Now, is there other things that go into it? I don't know, like the percentages of are people getting hurt on that play or not. You know, that's not really my job to look into that. But watching it, everyone knows it's coming. And you just got to stop it. And hopefully we stay out of short distance this week against them.
Are there elements of it that you guys can incorporate that you see? You know, how do you translate it to what you guys do?
I mean, I think they have a really good offensive line, and I think that they have a quarterback that can squat over 600 pounds. I don't think a lot of teams have that. Don't get me wrong. No diss to Tyrod or DJ or Tommy. You know, I know DJ gets in there and want to squat heavy, but I don't think he can squat the number that Jalen can squat. So when you have a really good line, a really good center, and a quarterback that squats 600 pounds, so unless I start learning how to do quarterback sneaks, I don't know if we really can, you know, put that into our game. I think we've been up and down this year on short downs, and you know, we have some plays that work, and we can continue to improve on it.
I'll take two more. Speaking of taking the ball away, I mean, Jalen Hurts, I think, is tied for the lead in turnovers. You know, the Eagles have lost 3 straight. We're hearing about how their offense is struggling. I mean, do you look at that as this is a good time to get him, or do you look at that as, you know, I'm not buying into that?
I'm not buying into that. It's look. You know, one of the biggest things, one of the greatest challenges of playing Philly is going against Jason Kelce. I mean, this guy to me is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He embodies Philly. You know, I mean, just like the fans, mean but smart. You know, and this guy, to me, and I said this last year, and I don't know if I said it to you guys. It's like playing Peyton Manning. And it's not sexy, so that he doesn't get that Peyton Manning type credit. But you know, when he'll see something, whether it's a stance, whether it's a guy putting his mouthpiece in different, he'll see something and completely flip a protection. And you know, so that chess match is always tough. When people want to talk about you know their offense or anything else, first thing I'm going to say is what's the record. All right, we know what the record is. Okay, so I'm not buying any of that. You know, I give a ton of credit to Nick in this offensive system and Brian. Like I said, I think Jason Kelce he doesn't get enough credit. Like I said, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And to Howie, I mean, their skill that they have at receiver, getting Swift at running back, he's a difference maker. So he has, you know, all kinds of weapons that Jalen does offensively, and that guy's a winner. You know, they played some closer games this year. That happens. That's this league, you know, and so it's going to be a tough challenge.
Time playing it at the link on Christmas Day with the Eagles fans, probably not welcoming you warmly.
I heard it's a pretty hostile environment. I'm looking forward to it. I like to thrive in those environments.
You like being a villain?
It's fun. It's part of the game. I like a hostile crowd.
What's the most hostile crowd you ever faced?
a Bergen Bosco game. You ever seen one of those? 15,000 in the crowd. Don't go well for your family and all.
What do you think will be going through your head when they're booing you, wishing you a happy Christmas or Merry Christmas in their own way?
Oh. I say Merry Christmas right back. That's that.
How big would a win? This team, obviously they lost to the Eagles last year in the playoffs 3 times last year. How big would a win against that team mean, sort of for you in your future?
It'd be huge. I think all wins are huge, obviously. But you know, when you're coming off a loss like we did last week, you don't make that win that much better.
But to have a win against the Eagles would sort of be like an extra boost on the resume, no?
I guess so. I don't know. I've never played against the Eagles before in the league, so my slate at the moment is 0-0. So I look forward to going out and just trying to be 1-0.
What have you observed about their defense?
They're good. They're a good team. They have a good defensive line, but at the same time, not everybody's Superman, so we'll go out and handle business.
You pride yourself on your resilience bouncing back from defeats in general?
Yeah, I think that's part of the quarterback position, whether it's defeats, interceptions, missed throws, whatever it is. It's always the next play mentality, and then when it comes to games, the next game mentality.
Where's your confidence level right now?
Can y'all feel that? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? Can you feel what we about to get into? They don't respect us. They don't know about our heart, man. That thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Whatever you got today, I got to have it. What are you gonna bring to the doggone table? Are you gonna bust somebody in their mouth?